It's fine.
Okay.
It's ball powdered loaded with a thrower.
Yes. So it is very not precision, but wildcats aren't anything new to reloading and hunting in general. It's more of an original case, like a 30-06 or a 308 Winchester. Whether you love them, whether you hate them, there are certain wildcats that are here to stay, and there are certain wildcats that they stuck around, but they are not as popular as they should be. Here's a 30-06. It is by far one of the most popular hunting cartridges in North America. It has been wildcatted, neck down, necked up, so many times you can hardly count. But wildcats are something that is hard to get to pick up. The 30-06 has a few that definitely caught on. The 270 Winchester, I would say, is the most popular wildcat cartridge off of the 30-06. You have other things like the 280 AI, the 25-06, but the 270 Winchester is by far the most popular. Then we get into the 308. Now, I feel like the wildcats off the 308 don't get as much love as they should. You have things like the 243 that, well, it's known as a very good varmint cartridge, but I feel like there's one wildcat off of this 308 that oftentimes gets overlooked. It does everything you need it to. It's very comparable to the 308, if not better than the 308 Winchester. Much like the 30-06, the 308 has also been necked down, necked up. It's been used as a parent case for a lot of cartridges. One of the most popular is going to be the 243 Winchester. But in my opinion, and my favorite of it would be this 308 necked down to hold this bullet here. We're looking at a 7mm .08 that specializes in bullet weights around 120 grains up to 160 grains, and it could be potentially better than the 308 Winchester, and is probably, in my opinion, the best wildcat to come off of the 308 case. So looking here in the reloading manual, we have the 7/08 Remington, which is off that 308 case, came out in 1980. Has a case capacity of 52.2 grains, uses large rifle primers, max pressure of 61,000, and all this data uses a 24-inch barrel. So as we get into it, we can see that using the 130 grain bullets, we're still well above 3,000 feet per second, down to, if you're going to use some slower powders, you're going to be still above Creedmoor velocities. Then getting into something like the 160 grain, you can see we're right about 2735. So similar velocities to a 308 or a Creedmoor. And then getting on the heavy end, you can see we definitely slow down a ton. And with the 7/08, you're really not going to be able to use those high BC bullets because we're going to have a 1 9.5 inch twist. So given the case capacity and everything, you're going to want to stick around 130 to 150 grains. Seems to be where the 7/08 thrives. Got the 140 VLD loaded with H380 and the 7/08.
140 grain VLD. Oh my gosh, Austin. Ugh. 2865.
Not bad for
7/08.
7/08
barrel.
I'll take it.
140s.
You got it? You can take it. Oh, really? Yeah, I think I'll leave.
2860.
Oh, wow.
How's it look on the scope?
I don't know.
Bottom right, top left. Bottom right target, top left corner.
You can shoot on the left. There's like this.
I don't think you're shooting the right target.
On the left.
Oh yeah, I was gonna do all the.
I don't see where you're shooting.
Go in the center.
Shot 3.
2827.
Where are you shooting?
It's fine.
Okay.
It's ball powdered loaded with a thrower.
Yes, so it is very not precision, but it's 150 grain ELDX with H380. Take two, because the first time we didn't fix it from last time. It's fine.
So it's sighted at 50 yards. You know, there's that rack on the top that has the little
2803.
Hey, there's a hole in the paper.
hitting it.
There's a hole in the paper.
Yeah. Whoa. It's almost like that's supposed to happen. Okay.
Mine came out of low.
Shot two.
So we're an American form, but yeah.
2800.
Hey, that's it's what?
It's not good.
Hey, it's consistently 1.5 inches. I have put very little into load development on this rifle.
Yeah, Lawrence is based out of Lakeway, like Austin area. Cole's based out of Florida.
2791.
Well, we're not gonna win an award, but
No bench rest.
it's 1.5 inches. We'll take it. We'll take it.
And like a 10, 15 foot a second ES on that.
So we had a 7.8 out at the range today with 150 grain ELDX. That shot a 1.7 inch group, 2,820 feet per second. So it is not the best group this gun has ever done. I mean, we can definitely get better accuracy with it. But for a load that was just designed to be a little plinking round, kind of a practice load, and if needs be, we could hunt with it. But 7.8, it's a good little round. We could definitely close this up some, but given its intended purpose, this is more than sufficient for what we need. And on the other side, you know, it definitely has shot this load way better than this. It wasn't a good day at the range. For a quick ballistic comparison, here we have the 7.8 with that 150 grain ELDX with a muzzle velocity of 2,830 feet per second. Zeroed at 100 yards, we're looking at roughly 49.6 inches of drop. So that might not be great when compared to other 7mm, but if we compare it to the 308, it's really going to be competitive. If not, it's going to be better. Trying to find a bullet for the 308 Winchester that is going to be as similar to that 150 grain as we can. We're going to have 178 grain ELDX, and that is going to give us a muzzle velocity of roughly 2,680 feet per second. You might get better, you might get worse. So that was roughly the midline. And then at 500 yards, we're looking at 57.1 inches of drop. So it is significantly more than the 7.8. That just comes down to velocity. So as you neck something down, you're definitely going to get better velocities, which in this case helps it out ballistically. So if you're going to choose a 308, but you don't quite want that 30 caliber and you're wanting something wildcatted, I would definitely look to the 7mm .8. You're going to have great ballistics. You're going to be able to hunt the game that you can with the 308. And overall, it's going to be a very pleasant, well-shooting rifle. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.